this is the chosen one, and I'm about to do a shoot that's probably going to be more controversial than any subject I've ever done in my entire YouTube channel. And when I mean controversial, it's going to probably create a lot of controversy. Just remember this: I am the man. I am the chosen one. But first, I want to get to this. I want to give a shout out to ECW881. He makes some cool videos, so check him out. He's the description. I mean, the link will be in the description box over here. So make sure you check that out. Check him out. But before I get to the most controversial subject probably talk that I've ever done, then I want to give you my pay-per-view of the day that I think if you do not have, you need to check it out and buy. It's a very rare DVD, and it's a World Wrestling Federation DVD. It's World Wrestling Federation Judgment Day 2001. Kane and Triple H had a chain match. It was awesome. No holds barred match between Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The 2 out of 3 falls for the medals with Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. Also a triple threat for the hardcore title: Rhino versus Big Show versus Test, Rikishi versus Regal, tag team turmoil with APA, Radicals, Dudleys, X Factor, Hardy Boys, Edge, Christian, and Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. So if you get a chance, check this DVD out. It's a rarity. Okay, now to the controversial subject that I'm going to do a shoot on. And you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. But it's the God's honest truth. Well, I respect these guys a lot, and I like them. But Eddie Guerrero died in October of 2005, or November of 2005. Okay. And when he died, you know, it was a big deal because Eddie Guerrero was a great wrestler, probably one of the best in a while. You know, I mean, he was as good as they said he was. You know, and he went through a lot to get to his spot. You know, and becoming WWE champion, man, it was awesome. I was glad to see him beat Brock Lesnar and become champion. I've always wanted to see Eddie Guerrero be champion, and he got it. You know, and I was glad to see him with it, you know. But some things happened after his death that would not have happened if Eddie had lived. Some things that probably shouldn't have happened in the WWE after Eddie died. One of the things is Rey Mysterio. And I'm going to start with Rey, and I'm going to state right now, whether you like it or love it, whatever, you like it or you hate it, what I say here is just my opinion. I like Rey Mysterio. I think he's a great wrestler. But he should not have won the Royal Rumble. He should not have entered at number 3 and won the Royal Rumble. He should not have went on to WrestleMania and won the World Heavyweight Championship. No. Rey Mysterio is a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. Probably one of the best. But world champion not. They gave him that title because of Eddie dying. He won the Royal Rumble because of Eddie dying. He's 183 pounds, or maybe a little more. And he was the World Heavyweight Champion. You know, that's all good and everything. Chavo Guerrero used to be okay, but he is not. He does not entertain me in the ring. And he won the ECW Championship, which probably would not have happened if Eddie had lived. These are statements I'm making, and I would like to hear your opinion. Now, take nothing. I'm not taking anything away from Eddie Guerrero. I'm not taking anything away from Rey Mysterio. I'm not taking anything away from Chavo. I'm just saying, Rey and Chavo got the stuff they got because of Eddie dying. If Eddie had lived, Rey Mysterio would not have entered at number 2, I guess it was, not number 3, number 2, and won the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio would not have entered WrestleMania and won the championship or whatever, you know. So what I'm trying to say is, they made Ray a big deal when he won the Royal Rumble. Which like I said, I'm a Ray fan, but I was very highly pissed when he won the Royal Rumble. I thought it was a throwaway Rumble. I didn't watch it much. I don't like it. It's not one of my favorite Royal Rumbles because he won it. Because it's just like, well, damn it, you know, if he can go from number 2 to finish, damn, Chris Masters could do it. You know, because I mean, no offense to Ray, but my grandma could have threw him out. I mean, yeah, he's quick and he's fast in a hurry, but hell, when you got that many big guys around you, it'd be like a little ping pong ball bouncing off each other and go to the top rope or something. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from Ray or nothing, but he shouldn't have won the World Heavyweight Championship. He should not have won the Royal Rumble. And that's just my opinion. I want to hear your opinion on the situation. I want you, and also Vicky Guerrero getting hired. If Eddie had lived, she wouldn't have been there. But there's many reasons why she wouldn't have been there if Eddie had lived. But you know, But I will vouch for Vicky and say this: that not many people can walk out there and say, "Excuse me," and get the loudest boos in the world. Because there's a difference between being a good heel and a bad heel. Being a good heel is when you go out there and the fans literally boo you out of the building, hate you. You're getting paid. You're doing your job. Rob Conway, whenever he left Law Resistance, walks out. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna go get some popcorn. You remember when Rob Conway had that little gimmick or whatever, and he had that funky ass song, said, "Look at me," you know, and he come out and really didn't nobody even give a shit he was out there. That's how bad of a heel he was. But I mean, there's been many bad heels in the past, but I'm just saying that's the only one I could top off the top of my head, you know, and stuff. But I mean, he comes out. I mean, Vicky says, "Excuse me," and the damn place erupts and boos. You don't even see that hardly with any good heels now. But anyway, I want you to give me your thoughts on, was the Eddie Guerrero situation abused when they gave Rey Mysterio the Royal Rumble win and the World Heavyweight Championship, and when Chavo won the ECW Championship? Now, Chavo can win the ECW Championship. My man Shelton Benjamin should be able to win the ECW Championship. That's what I'm saying. And I just want your opinions. I'm not hating on Ray. I'm not hating on Chavo or Eddie. I love them all, you know. I think they're all great athletes. And one was. But, you know, that situation was abused. And the only reason they gave the title to Ray was because of Eddie dying. Anyway, give me your thoughts on that and everything. But this is the Chosen One, baby. And we are out.